The communications internship. This is the slideshow for it, and so I'm the old intern now. It was the last quarter, but yeah. So a little bit about myself. I'm Ryan Johnson. I've gone here ever since I was a kid. So 12 years. I'm senior this year, and what I got to do during this experience was really learn on the job. It gave me a chance to work in a real work environment, and gave me an opportunity to do the work of someone who is in the field and actually doing the work, like being in there, working with older adults. And I also got to work with new tools like Medium, Canva, and Trello, iMovie. These are all like things I would use in my future, so I'm really excited for those. What I enjoyed from the experience is I got to show my interests through working through things like Photoshop, iMovie, which I actually spend a lot of my free time with, which just like editing and stuff. I learned how to interview people. Like I interviewed the Peterson brothers after they had gone to state, and the One Act team as well. I interviewed them and learned how to ask questions that they could elaborate on as well, not as just yes or no questions, but questions they could elaborate on too. And also, something that was unexpected that I didn't really think would happen was it also gave me like a break in my schedule, because being a senior, you always get like a little case of senioritis, and it's always a little tough going through the days, but this gave me a chance to really like work in a different environment with adults and new people as well. So branding and storytelling. So right here we're working on like one of the biggest projects of the quarter for us was we're working with Jen was the Color Run, which is a fundraiser for the parks in Byron, or for a park at the intermediate school. So, and some of it goes to Oxbow too. And we were just working on the branding portion of this, working with Abe Rodemeyer and Trisha Hoffman. We were branding, looking at logos for the video, and as well as trying to tell the story, because it's more of the story behind the logos, and we're trying to make a story. And the internship, what it provided me with was like more of a platform that I could potentially inspire like a larger audience, and I never had that before, so it was interesting to me having a larger audience. The Color Run, so these are the original advertising images that we did. The one on the left is the original one, and I had just taken a picture from online and used it in Photoshop, and then just to get some feedback right away. And then as soon as we got some feedback from Ms. Hoffman at the intermediate school, we came up with this picture, which uses a picture from last year, and we're trying to use like pictures from past years to draw more like emotion, because then you're more memorable and you're using kids that we know, and it'll get the kids more excited for it. So we got some more feedback, and then it ended up with these two pictures. The one on the left is for social media posts like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then the one on the right is more of like digital signage that we can use in the schools, on the TVs, so we can always be advertising it wherever. Also, the storyboard and video production. It's just stick figure. We were working on the storyboard with Jen and Mr. Rodemeyer, and we started out with really simple storyboard, just coming up with ideas for this video, this Color Run video promo, and started out, and I learned a lot about video production, about framing and like contrast of colors and sound. And there's me laying on the ground filming the kids, and we went to the intermediate school to film some of the kids, and we got some videos for the final promo video, which we would actually like to launch today, because we haven't showed it in public yet, and we would be willing to play this for you.
Yes, I know. You're so sick of the snow.
thinking about the color run. It is back in 2019 here at Byron Primary and the Intermediate Schools. On Friday, June 7th, all students pre-K through 5th grade will be participating in the second annual color run. Now, we did a great job of raising funds last year, but our goals are even higher this year. We want a ninja-style warrior course being built at the Intermediate School.
Hey, Ms. Hoffman, is it true that the color run is coming back to our schools this spring?
It is. It's back in 2019.
That is so great. I can't wait. I was thinking, though, you know how our kids in Byron always put others first?
Absolutely.
And you know how we're trying to make our world a better place, right? So what would you think if a portion of the donations we raised for this year's color run went towards Oxbow Park?
I love that idea.
Right, and you know they have a bear there at Oxbow, and we're the Byron Bears, and so maybe a portion of our dollars could go and help that bear because we're the Byron Bears.
That is fantastic.
All right, let's do this.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. If you could actually flip the skate, thank you. Yeah, that was just like the promo video that we made over the past quarter, and showed you some of that somber tones at the beginning. They were sad and sick of the snow. So we tried to pull that emotion out and show that, and then get it more energetic at the end. So the ways that my internship kind of connected with the profile of a graduate started with critical thinking and analyzing each draft we had of any work that I did, whether it was an image or a video, working on grammar. Grammar's not my best, but I mean, so we had to analyze it and use our critical thinking skills that I've learned from classes like English, creative communications, sociology, and my art classes like graphic arts and photography that I use to know how to work a camera. Some of the C's that, like critical thinking, are character. I showed perseverance after working with getting feedback after every single time we would create a new image or anything. We would get feedback and edit it, and we persevered at the end. And then citizenship was working with them on the color run because that is a fundraiser, and it's raising money for the park at their school and the Oxbow Zoo, of course. Also collaborating, I collaborated with Jen, with Abe, Trisha, and I got to interview a lot of kids at our school. So just really collaborating with everyone to get the product that we all got in the end. Communication, during the communications internship, there was a lot of communication, so that was a big one for this. Whether we were communicating through email or other social medias, we just used a lot of communication in this. And then creativity, I used iMovie, just creating new logos, and whatever I thought I looked good, I would get feedback. You know, it was really fun, good experience. And then how does this affect me now? Like, what's next in my life is always a big thing. So when it affects me immediately, because people came up to me and told me that they saw my stuff that I've worked on, and that made me, like, pushed me to do the best work I could do in this, and really work on the video as much as I could. And another thing I liked about it was students. It gives us an opportunity to, like, test our boundaries and work in a real work environment. Like, if I were, like, I really like that it gives the students opportunities. But in my future, I plan to attend St. Cloud State next year in mass communications, and I really, like, fell in love with communications during this quarter. So I'm really excited, and I'm happy that this is a thing that I got to do. Like, I wanted to thank Jen, and thank you all of you for listening to me. And if you have any questions, I'm done, I think. Do you have any more questions?